4:30 right now on your Tuesday morning. We begin with breaking news this morning of a shooting that injured multiple people, including a Charleston police officer. Good morning, everyone. I'm Octavia Mitchell.
Thanks so much for being here. I'm Hannah Powers. News 2's Forrest Tucker is live for us at the scene. And Forrest, the call came in at 11:40 Monday night. Good morning.
Octavia, Hannah, good morning. That call was for a loud noise, but when officers got on scene here on the east side, shots started ringing out. We do know that multiple people are in the hospital with injuries right now. We're still working on the condition of those victims. The Charleston Police Department says one of their officers and a Charleston County Sheriff's deputy were also hurt. CPD officer who was injured was the first on scene. Police have not said how the officer was hurt, and the CCSO deputy was assaulted. 2 people have been arrested for that assault as well. It is unclear right now as to how many people were shot and are in the hospital.
Just this past week, we took 6 guns off the street. It's not enough. It's unacceptable. We still have violent criminals on our streets doing shootings, hurting people, and we need to band together to stop this violence.
Police say they've not made any arrests in regard to the people who were shooting here on the east side. They have a few blocks either side of American and South Streets cordoned off so no one goes near the crime scene. Reporting live in the east side of downtown Charleston, I'm Forrest Tucker. Count on 2.
Last night, a CPD officer, Charleston Police Department officer, responded for a noise complaint in the area of 41 South Street. And there's a vacant lot there. And there was a lot of people. And there was a loud party, which we had gotten calls for. Immediately, the officer took gunfire. 2 shots went into his cruiser. And let me tell you something. As we stand here right now, we're lucky we don't have a dead cop or dead citizens or dead community members. So as the officer took cover and sought position and notified other officers, several officers responded immediately. Several cars in the area were hit by gunfire. This officer was injured not from the gunfire, but from the shrapnel from the glass that was flying from the gunfire. It hit his arm. He went to the hospital and was treated and released. 4 people are critical, still in the hospital right now as we speak. 10 people overall in total, citizens that were at that party, went to the hospital for gunshot wounds and other related injuries. We came in to bring order into the community. And as we were there, the sheriff's deputies were assaulted and they made 2 arrests. 2 sheriff's deputies, I think we initially said 1, 2 were injured in that melee, in that fight. They're okay, they've been released. This is an ongoing investigation. The crime scene spanned many blocks. So we've been out all night. It happened approximately 11:40 last night, and we've been out and they're still working it, and they're gonna keep working it until we make arrests. And we normally do make arrests, and I want arrests in this case. I want accountability for somebody who wanted to kill one of our cops. To me, that kind of matters. I'm not real happy about that. I'm not happy about what happened in this community, and I'm not happy about what almost happened to one of my police officers. It is not acceptable, this gun violence that continues. There will be accountability, and there will be better outcomes as we move into the future. But I will tell you, as a police chief, as a citizen of the city of Charleston, as a partner, as a man in the faith, I've been to this church many times. I love this place. We need to do more together.
The funerals that will be held today for 3 more young victims in Uvalde. 11-year-old Miranda Mathis and 10-year-olds Nevaeh Bravo and Eliana Cruz Torres will all be laid to rest. And now, just hours after President Biden said he's not confident Congress will act on gun control, we have another deadly shooting in this country, this one at a Tulsa medical facility. 4 victims killed. Our John Quinones has the latest.
This morning, authorities are searching for answers after a mass shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, left 4 people dead.
They're shooting at the Natalie Building, 6475 South Yale.
They're running in.
Police seen storming the building after a man entered a medical office armed with a rifle.
The officers immediately rushed to the second floor of the location where the shooting was taking place. When they got there, they found a few people had been shot. A couple were dead at that point.
Authorities say the gunman, who has yet to be identified, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the scene. His motive currently under investigation.
He had one long gun, a rifle, and one handgun on the scene.
The governor of Oklahoma releasing a statement calling the attack a senseless act of hatred and violence. Police sending a bomb squad unit to a home in a Tulsa suburb, responding to concerns that he could have planted a bomb there. Officials say they cleared the location immediately. Authorities have made it a point to say that they stormed the second floor of that building immediately within minutes. They say had they not done so, there may well have been many, many more victims. Cecilia?
John, thank you. Seems unreal. We were talking about another shooting, but here we are.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Okakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor Camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And yet another and another mass shooting, man. All right, and what has the Spirit been telling, on us to say? All right, us meaning the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Rashai. All right, the elders and apostles of GMS to the brothers on down, pushing the same doctrine and sincerity and in truth, right? What have we been saying, man? There were going to be more killings. All right, it wasn't going to be just a little, spurt and then it was going to stop. All right, mass shootings and shootings in general and gun violence has been a thing that has been in this country since its inception. All right, since these Edomites came into power over here. Okay, what do you think Esau was using to take down Gad, man? Right? The Lord put it in their spirit to create this, and there hasn't been peace ever since. And actually, it made me think of something. I was going to start somewhere else, but we're going to come back to it. Because this is what this devil was set up to do. Okay, you can't get all upset. They can try to point their finger at Jake or anything. All right, but you, all right, Esau, the so-called white race, you're the bloody man, right? This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. All right, not come together and sing kumbaya, but kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, Esau's blessing, you go back to Genesis, all right, because Esau was given a blessing by his father Isaac, and his blessing would be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. And this is what this devil has been doing. The descendants of the Edomite, or of Esau, Edom, all right, the Edomites, so-called white race, wherever they may be upon the earth, they're doing nothing but raping, killing, robbing, and murdering. Okay? And here it's very bad, with these damn self-inflicted. When I say self-inflicted, we're not getting invaded by other countries over here on this mainland. Hey, they're killing each other, whether it be Jacob, whether it be Esau, man. All right, the gun violence in this place isn't something that should be a surprise to you, because gun violence has always been a thing. But I brought that out just to make the point. There's more. These mass shootings are ramping up, man. We covered the what, man, I could go on my videos and just go all the way back. They were shooting outside of clubs, shooting, outside of basketball games, shooting at schools, shooting at grocery stores, shooting at hospital offices, shootings at churches. You ain't safe nowhere. You people aren't safe anywhere. And whether this is set up or whether this is authentic, and the Lord is putting on the Spirit on people to go in and kill people. Nonetheless, the Lord is sending you a very clear message that no matter where you turn in these coming days, you're not safe anywhere. If you don't have that tawad, that mark of exemption from judgment, your ass is liable to get killed. You know? Yeah, I mean, and these people that do die by the sword, the modern day sword is the gun. All right, it's better for them to die that way than by the famine, as it says in Lamentation. It is better to be slain with the sword than be slain with hunger. You know, and that's what's coming too. But those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, as it says in 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter. All right, this violence is only going to ramp up. Now let's go back to what I was thinking about, starting up with, because man, this is nothing new. This has been going on since the inception of this country, man. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 9, it says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil, that has consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and has sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And is not America just a big ass city, man? All right, the nation of unwalled villages or unwalled cities, because you know the scriptures speak about America being a big city. Now it has a lot of different parts, but this is what has happened. You know, it says, woe to him that buildeth the town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity. And this country has been established by iniquity. It was established by the pain and suffering and torture and murder of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. And this is why this is happening. All right. You're not going to get gun control. You're not going to get gun violence under control. Okay. You're going to have to bite that bullet. No pun intended. All right. Elder Apostle Gabar always mentions America, the word America, when you go into what it means bitter. And this place came in bitterly, and it's going to go out bitterly. It's going to go out with violence. And that ultimate violence is going to be those thermonuclear missiles. But as for this, these different spurts of mass shootings, it's going to continue. It's going to continue, man. Let's get this. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. This is that bloody city, right? America, Babylon the Great. It is full of lies and robbery. And who is in control of this bloody city? All right, as it says in Job, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, that wicked, all right, which is thy sword, as it says, as King David mentioned. He's speaking about the Edomites, the so-called white race, man. The Lord created Esau to be that sword. That's his blessing. And no matter where this devil has gone, he's established his towns, his cities upon bloodshed, upon iniquity, upon sin, you know, which they weren't given the law. So technically they can't sin, but their wickedness. I'm going to say that. All right. All their cities, all their dwelling places have been established by iniquity and wickedness. You know, they're talking about Queen Elizabeth, you know, over there in Great Britain, you know, been in power for 70 years or whatever. And that shit was established upon wickedness and iniquity, man. Because if you go into the history, all right, there was a time, the Byzantine Empire, where so-called blacks, okay, the Southern Kingdom, ruled over Europe. You know, a lot of those customs that these Edomites know and they keep, that came from Jake, man. But verse 1 again, woe to the bloody city is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, you know, and I brought that out to mention the fact that this is that bloody city, man. Okay, it's going to continue to run. Hey, the famine hasn't even really set in yet. Just think about the shootings that's going to happen every hour when there's a lack of bread and for great tribulation, as it says in 2nd Esdras 15, man. All right, that's what the Lord is bringing, because the Lord orchestrates this. Let's finish off here. Amos chapter 3 and verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? So these things are evils happening in the city, correct? So the Lord did it. You know, the Lord said, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So when these things happen, we always, as servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we bring out and tell you who did it. They looking for a suspect and all that. Ultimately, who did it was who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's their will that these things happen. Why? Because this place is going to be taken down by violence. All right? It's folding in on itself on all sides. You know, but there's going to be more mass shootings. All right? And that's what we've been sent out to do. We prophesy evils upon this place. We prophesy against Mount Seir. All right? It's going to be, hey, just wait till these private militias really get up and going. All right? They're going to start killing you damn Jakes. All right? They're going to kill each other. They're going to come against the government. You know? Once again, that's why, hey, and Jake, if you think you're going to beat Esau at his own game, you sadly mistaken, man. All right, we're going to need divine intervention. Our blessing is not the sword, okay? Our strong tower is the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what's going to protect us. That we ain't, if you have a gun, you're not wicked, you know, but we not, hey, like the king said, David said, he said, let me get it. We trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I don't even like guns like that. This is Psalms 44. And verse, it just popped up on me. Oh, verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. And King David was a mighty man. He understood. Yeah, he might have used the sword, he used the bow, but he knew his strength comes from above, man. You know, his strength comes from heaven. Comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua as being his people. And if the Lord is with us, it don't matter how many guns, how many missiles somebody might have, RPGs, grenades. You know, the Lord is going to raise up brothers with spiritual power that's going to trump Esau's carnal blessing. Just wait, man. But when those famines set in, all right, when ooh, boy, when that lack of food, no water, and the lights go out, okay, hey, this shit's gonna happen, man. You're gonna hear that shit every 5 minutes, gunshots, man. That's what we coming into. This place was built upon blood, and it's gonna go out bloody. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.